But General Bhatia, what do you make of the Raksha Mantri's statement? Is this a signal of intent?
And it's a demonstrated capability. We have done that earlier during Uri surgical strike, during the Balakot precision air strike. And it is a clear statement that you cross the red line, we'll come and hit you. We have a strategy, a proactive strategy, a preemptive strategy, and a punitive strategy.
Okay.
It's part of the overall strategy. See, we are proactive, you will get punished for it, and we'll preempt. Like in both Balakot was a preemptive strike. They were new on the Jabba top, there were 300 odd terrorists of the LET who were being trained, and most of the suicide attacks. And that was a preemptive strike. Uri again was a targeted strike on the terrorist camps close to the line of control, where they were ready to infiltrate into our territory. So that is again a preemptive strike and a punitive in the sense.
General, give me a moment as we try and re-establish this audio-video link with you. Group Captain Augustine, without war being declared, India sent fighter jets across the line of control and bombed Pakistan across the international border in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. Balakot was where actions spoke louder than words. What do you make of the Defence Minister's statement, the timing, the location, and what he said?
You know, you've been there at Kargil, Gaurav, and you've captured wonderfully in your dateline Kargil as well as Veer Gatha. And you and I are aware the constraint with which we worked in Kargil, where it was told that neither the fighter aeroplane nor any soldier will cross the line of control. I mean, you remember how peeved all of us were on the ground, but in hindsight, I feel it was a right decision, given how US also got involved at that time when their Prime Minister went running on 4th of July, if you remember. So, be that as it may, Balakot is not across line of control. Balakot is across international border. It is in Pakistan. It is not in actually the POK. So from then to now, there has been a sea change in the thought process of the Indian polity, in the thought process of young children who are born after that, and they are probably a little more vocal and little more, or better than us. Version 2 is always better than version 1, like you and I. So these people are appreciating the fact that agar aap ek maroge, hum 10 marne ki kabiliyat rakhte hain. So that is something has not only gone down well with the Indian population, but it's also shown us in a great light in internationally as well, which is why probably we are getting the.
For me, it was a privilege. It was a privilege and an honor to see our braves in action in the Kargil war and to write about it. General Bhatia, Pakistan is a nuclear weapons state. Pakistan has constantly upped its tactical nuclear weapons. But has India found that threshold to punish Pakistan without escalating this conflict up to a nuclear threshold?
Definitely, we have demonstrated that, and Pakistan understands that. And that is why today they are trying to review the nuclear doctrine, and they have a doctrine which they are trying to propagate as 0 to 2750. That means 0 means ground zero, horizontal and vertical. 2750 is miles, covers up to Andaman and Nicobar. But that is Pakistan's behavior always. Under the nuclear umbrella, they have always tried to, perpetrate terror attacks, including Kargil. Today we're talking Kargil, and I remember meeting in Dras on the 26th of July today. You see, Kargil was under nuclear umbrella. We should have no doubts about it. But we called the bluff during the Uri strikes first time when we said that our strategic patience has exhausted. And we have demonstrated strategic resolve, both in Uri strikes and in the strikes on Jabba top. I refuse to call it Balakot, because Balakot is 20 kilometers away in Jabba top. And when you talk of precision strikes, we have plus minus, metric sort of a thing. And Jabba top is a known terrorist training camp, the LET. Right? So that's what we demonstrated. And today the Raksha Mantri has very categorically said that you cross a red line, we'll come and hit you where you are, irrespective of whether Indian territory in Pakistan occupied Kashmir. Uri was Indian territory.
Yes.
Pakistan said that Indians have not entered Pakistan territory. They were right. They said the truth. we were hitting them in our own territory. That's our territory. But Balakot, Jabbar top was Pakistani territory, and we hit them in Pakistan. And that is what Pakistan realized. And today, no terror, no talks. I think Pakistan is feeling the pinch. They're getting hurt by the Indian policy in Pakistan today.
Okay.
Because they always sought parity with Pakistan.
So you're saying Balakot has truly hurt Pakistan. Group Captain Vinod, Kargil after 1998 Pokhran tests and Balakot, they're both examples of punishing Pakistan's state-sponsored radical Islamist terror and Pakistan army, and yet remaining way below the threshold of a full-blown regular conventional conflict, let alone a nuclear conflict. So has India exposed Pakistan's nuclear bogey?
You couldn't have asked this question to a better person than me, because Balakot, I was still in uniform,
Yes.
Director for Air Defense, looking after these Mirage 2000 aspects of the, the entire mission. Be that as it may, like you rightly said, see, what is really changed is post-Kargil, we didn't sit on our laurels. See, you remember those catchphrase in your early days, कि घुसपैठियों को खदेड़ना है.
Yes.
Remember those quote-unquote catchphrase? तो हमारा यही, what was our aim during Kargil? घुसपैठियों को खदेड़ना. That is actually not a military aim, if you look, militarily, if you ask me. Yes, we did our job. But today it is different. Today, same Raksha Mantri said, we will take back what is rightfully ours, which is POK. So you see the change of narrative, and that change of narrative is sitting on what? It is sitting on military capability. And how did that military capability come about? A lot goes to, people like you who have written about it, and also the Kargil Review Committee. See, Kargil Review Committee poked hole in where all we failed.
Absolutely.
And based on that,
this is a conversation, gentlemen, I want to take this conversation forward over the next several days and weeks.